morning, my name is Dave and welcome to my channel. I'm a long-haul truck driver in North America. Today is Tuesday the 28th of February and it is minus 14 Celsius. This is going to be a tough vlog to make because I'm on my way to the same place I went last week. So, thanks for joining me on this ride. Let's go. So as I mentioned back in the yard there, I'm doing the same as last week. So I've now got an empty trailer on and we're heading out to Dryden, Ontario to switch trailers for a loaded one that's going to Jackson, Missouri. So we'll try and find something a little bit different to film this week. It's, you know, you've seen the drive down to Fort Francis, you've seen the border crossing into International Falls, driving on the railway lines. If you haven't, go back and watch any other videos that include Dryden, Ontario in it, and you'll see us crossing at International Falls. There's a couple of them. So I only had the one day off. I had Monday off. I got back Sunday, about 5 o'clock when I got back to the yard. Just had the one day off. The wife's working all this week, so there's no point staying at home sitting on my own. She works from 3 till 11 in the afternoons. Normally she just does 4 days one week and 3 days a week after, but she traded a couple of shifts to get some time off. They're allowed to trade shifts with other girls, and no, she trades 3 shifts and she has a whole week off. So they do that, but that means she's working the full 5 days this week. So I decided not to bother her. We'll come straight back out last day of the month, so this will be a good start to next month, actually, to March. Went and seen Gary and the boys last night. It's quite funny, where we live they don't deliver mail. They don't even collect the rubbish, collect the bins into the bins. We have to do our own. So we have a PO box that we have to collect the mail from. So done me bits and pieces yesterday. Went and seen driver services and got another hat. That hat will be in the mail today, assistant director. And right, gotta go and check the mail. So pulls into the car park there, and I'm parked next to my son's car, parked next to Gary's car. And just as I'm walking towards the post office, the boys came round the corner. 8 and 6 they are, and the 2 of them came running at me and rugby tackled me. They nearly knocked me on the floor. So I went round there and had something to eat with Gary and the boys. Had to get another prescription as well. This abscess that I have still hasn't gone. It's not giving me as much pain, but it still hasn't gone, so I called the dentist and I got another prescription. So we'll see if that shifts it. So apart from that, same old, same old. I don't like I don't like going to Dryden, and I don't like that drive down to the border, but after that this is actually a pretty good run. It's decent miles down into Jackson, Missouri. Quite often we go to Olive Branch, Mississippi from there, so about 3.5 hours empty running as well, so good for the fuel economy. So I don't mind that part of it, but I don't like this part going out to Dryden and then down to the border where it's just 2-lane all the way to the border. But it is what it is, we can't have everything. So we'll see what we can film over the next couple of days. This will be delivering, today's Tuesday, Wednesday, this will be delivering Thursday morning down in Jackson. So if I get the same reload out of Olive Branch that I did last week, I could be home for Saturday night. Happy days, eh? So we'll be back later. We'll find something to film. See you later, guys.
Such a rush with you. Driving from the beach in an old blue Benz, you're sitting in the back, laughing with your friend. Caught a glimpse of you underneath the moon. Now it's in my head, all that I can see is you. All I can see is you. I see it's true. Everything I do from now, I do it for you. All of the things that I used to be are pictures on my wall for everyone to see. All of the words that I mean to use are trapped inside my head. Instead, I sing them for you. I sing them for you.
So this is me just coming out of the customs at International Falls now. You've seen this one on previous videos where well, normally you cross into the States on the railway bridge with customs right at the end of the bridge, but right now they're sending us round where the cars normally go. It's been like that the last 2 weeks that I've come here. Don't know how long it's going to go on for, but that's what they're doing with us just now. Today's a right, I won't say strange, it's very unique border crossing. So no hassle at all there, straight through. Bit of a line up, there was actually 2 trucks ahead of me when I got there, which is quite unusual. And when I was leaving there was, well, there was another 3 or 4 behind me by the time I was leaving. So a busy day for them, but I seen they're bringing, well, they're bringing logs across, lumber, trees, whatever you want to call them, but they've obviously been taking trees down in Canada somewhere and they're bringing them across to possibly the paper mill that's right here on our left. I did mention once before that my wife and I spent an overnight here in International Falls when we were out on a bike trip. It's not a bad little town. Got a couple of bars, a few restaurants. We stayed in a hotel. It's probably about a mile and a half down here on the left. The hotel that we stayed in. We didn't cross the border there at International Falls. We'd already crossed the border just south of where we live in Manitoba. We'd crossed the border at Sprague into Minnesota. Then driven, I forget the number of that highway up there. Might be 2. Anyway, I can't remember the name of the number of the road, but driven along that road straight into International Falls, we came from the west there. Yeah, we stayed just down here. There was a restaurant and a bar right next door, so we went in there that evening. We did get in the bike and go. There's an Indian restaurant in the town there itself. We did get in the bike and go back to the Indian restaurant. When we got there, it was closed. Whatever night we got there, it wasn't open that night. So we just came straight back on the bike and parked it at the motel and went into the restaurant. Didn't think it was this far down. Well, that was a close one, that car pulling out in front of that pickup. I think someone's moved this motel a little bit further out of town. This is probably why we got back on the bike. We weren't going to walk it. There it is on the left now, just over there. It was at American Best Value in Sweets. And there's the Days Inn, and then there's the, what's it called, Chocolate Mousse Restaurant Company. That log cabin that was there on the left, that was where we went to eat. Right, so you've seen a lot of this drive in the last couple of videos. If there's anything else, we'll stick the cameras on, but if not, this could be a short video. We'll be back with an update, guys. I'm hoping to get to Trego, Wisconsin tonight. That's where I got to last week, and then there was this snowstorm the next morning, and believe it or not, we could be expecting exactly the same again tonight. So we'll get to Trego and see what we find in the morning. Be back later, guys. It's Thursday morning, Thursday the 2nd of March, and I'm actually at my delivery. It's early morning. Let's, shall we say, it's before 6 but after 5:30. Not a time that I'm usually around at, but I'm going down to Olive Branch again, same as last week. Yeah, going down there to get my reload. So I either waited till after 7 or got here before 6 because of shift change. So I had a really good run down here. I was only, well, it was 15 mile away last night where I stayed, with 10 minutes still on the clock. But obviously nowhere I could get to within 10 minutes. So I was parked up for 6 o'clock last night. So instead of sitting around, sorry about the bouncing, that's him in the back unloading. Boy. So I decided that I'd just get up early and come round here and get this done, instead of hanging about till after shift change to do the exact same job. So here we are, guys. Thanks for joining me on this trip again down to Jackson, Missouri. If you're enjoying the videos, please click like and subscribe. I'm going to stop saying that. That's absolutely BS. So, thanks for joining me. And please join me on the next trip. Does that sound better? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Sounds like I'm begging for viewers when I don't. You know, it's not that I don't care about you guys. I do, because I want to give you some content that you're enjoying. But I'm certainly not relying on the number of subscribers or number of views and keeping track on it to see how I'm doing, because I'm doing this as a bit of a hobby and let you guys see what it's like to drive a truck in North America. So we'll be back on the next one. We'll throw the map up at the end as always. Thanks for joining me once again, and we'll catch you on the next trip. Cheerio for now.